Well, hi there and welcome back to my channel. My name is Faye and this is Fairy Floss, a FlossTube channel all about mostly cross stitch but other kinds of crafting as well. Today's is going to be solely cross stitch because I'm going to do a whip parade. I've not done a whip parade in ages, pretty much because, well, I don't know, I just haven't got round to finding all my whips. I think that is the issue. I've been very messy for quite some time, and at the weekend I actually spent a bit of time tidying and everything, and I managed to get all my whips. Well, I think it's all my whips. There could be other ones lingering somewhere, but what I feel like is the majority of my whips anyway, and put them all in one place. So I thought, whilst I'm in this little bubble of organisation, I might as well use this time to get them out and show you all the things that I am, well, not currently working on, things that I've started anyway, and projects that hopefully will progress in the next few weeks, months and years. So let's get into it. I haven't counted them yet, so we'll see if we can count along as I go. A couple of them I haven't got the main pictures for, so I will have to insert some photographs at some point as well, but let's just see what we can do. So the first one I'm going to show you is actually my newest start. I started this about a week and a half ago, I think, and it's Humans After All by Clouds Factory. I'm doing it as a gift for someone, a friend's little boy, because I didn't want to, if you've been watching my channel, you know my feelings about baby samplers and how I don't do baby samplers. So I found this and I thought, what a wonderful idea. So I'm gonna get, so this is the chart, which I shouldn't really show, but it's like an absolute micro chart, like you can't even zoom in and see it. So basically that is Humans After All. That is all the different people throughout time that have done significant things. So for example, there's cavemen on there, there's excuse me, Cleopatra on there, Galileo with his telescope, a little dancer, a hippie, lots of knights in shining armour and stuff. I'm not quite sure. I mean, it's up to the baby's mum and dad to figure it out, see what's on there. So far, I've done a tiny bit of this. I only started it about a week ago, but I actually really enjoy it, so I'm pretty sure it might be something. I've got the chart on there. Let me just pull that off before I get the chart police on at me. Yeah, so that's my little start on there. So I'm working on Viking boats at the moment and some kind of dragon underneath. Not quite sure what part of history it is. I will look it up and decide, but it's absolutely well cute. There's this one, and then there's a women's version of it. I mean, there's women in this one too, but there's like a sort of feminist version as well, and I think they're really cute. So there we go. That's my first. So that's a new start. It's not like me to have new starts either. And the second one I'm going to show you is the Haid that I have done the most progress on. I've got 2 Haids on the go, but this is the one that's actually seen some progress. Haven't got a picture on me, but what I will do is insert a picture here. And this is Fortune Teller by Lisa Parker, I want to say. I'm sure it's Lisa Parker. And this is what it looks like so far. So I'm on page 2. I'm working my way through. To be honest, it's hard to get going. That confetti on the cat is crazy, and it takes a lot of patience really just to sit down and crack on with some of that graffiti, what am I about, confetti. But yeah, I love the colours. I love how it's blending so far, and I am enjoying working on it. It's just, I'm in a mood at the moment where I want blocky things more than bitty things. So I think I'll try and dedicate a week to it and just do a week on my Haid and make some more progress on it. So let's go into this big bag now and see what else I've got. I'll just pull them out in any old random order. I'll start with my other Haid. Now this is, ooh, where's the, I appear to have lost my needle minder off this one, so I'm just going to shove my needle at the side. This is Reading Time by Randall Spangler, which I'm going to put a picture in here. And this is a really, really, really cute pattern. On this one, what's it called, the other one? Fortune Teller is a mini Haid. This is a regular sized Haid. And yes, there is a difference. I started it, and then when I changed onto a tablet, one thing you need to realise is that Pattern Keeper doesn't save when you transfer over to other tablets. So I now have to painstakingly go back onto Pattern Keeper and tick off all the boxes that I've done, which seems a bit, that's why I've not got it back out again, just because it feels like a bit of an effort to do that. But I think once I've got 3 pages of Fortune Teller done, I am going to get this back out and crack on with it a bit more, because it's a great picture when it's finished. It's a really, really beautiful design, and that's as much as I've done so far. So it really is just a few of the leaves in the trees, and that's it. So yeah, only a tiny start, even though I've had it for probably over a year, but it will get done at some point. What's next in my bag of joy? Let's pull out these small ones. So I thought I'd finished this. I was convinced that this was completed, but it's not. So this is Mill Hill, and it's driving on the main street. I love this. I've had this for absolutely ages, and I kept picking it up, putting it down, and eventually I cracked on, and look, I've got all the stitches done. That is all the stitching. All I need to do is bead it and it's finished. But I was convinced I'd already beaded it, but I haven't, because it's here unbeaded. So that probably won't, that'll just take me a weekend to do probably. So that might be done next time you see me on a video. I feel like I should prioritise that, because it is almost there, and just get it over and done with. So that is 4 whips, okay. I think I've got about 15. I could be wrong. What's next? Let's see what's in this. Oh, so this is my mini chatelaine, which is called, I think it's called Baba Moo Moo or something like that. I'm pretty sure it's to do with animals. I can't see a name anywhere, but it's so cute. It's like a miniature of the Highland one, and it's sheep and a cow in the middle. And I got it so that I could practice a bit of chatelaine before I got started on my main one, which is Castle Moyland. So I have got some of this done, but I haven't got that far on it for no particular, I think because it's a bit small actually. You know, it does take quite a lot of work. But you know, that is the, look at that crease in the middle, that's going to take some bad boy ironing, isn't it? Yeah, that is it so far. So I've done all the outlines, and I'm just sort of preparing myself to put the little sheep in and the cow in. So that's another one really that I think once I get into it, it's not actually going to take that long to do, but it's just a case that I fell out of doing it, so I've not got any further on it. So I'm going to fold that up a bit nicer. I've got no idea where that Mahusif crease has come from, and maybe I should put that in my to-do list as well to get done, because it's such a shame, there's not that much to do, and I've got all these lovely water lilies to use on it as well. I mean, they're not cheap, are they? So yeah, maybe that is another one that I should focus on as well. So that is 5 whips. I think I got more than I thought, I think. What's next? Let's pull this one out. See what, Some of these are a bit of a surprise to me. I honestly can't remember what is in this bag at all. Aha! So this is, if you just watched Stitchy Gems Whip Parade, you'll have seen this before. In 2020, during the first lockdown, I tried to set up a stitch along for the Bothy Thread literary collection, and the people in the group all voted to do the Brontes. So I said, yeah, all right, and then nobody really got on with it, apart from me and Gemma, I suppose. So, oh God, this is really creasy. I'm gonna have to do some serious ironing at some point. So when it's finished, let me see if I've got the front chart. It's really cool. It's it looks like that, and it's got all the main characters from all the stories. So you've got Jane Eyre, Villette, the Professor, Shirley, Wuthering Heights, Tenant of Wildfell Hall, and Agnes Grey. I read all the books in 2019, just because I really wanted to get to know the Brontes, and I do prefer it to Jane, well, them. I prefer them to Jane Austen, if I'm honest. So I did. I started it, but I didn't get very far, and I'm just getting towards the end of Wuthering Heights. Now, Stitchy Gem, in her video, was like, oh, maybe we should restart it. Maybe we should get on with this and get it done. That is a good idea, Gemma. Maybe we should. Let me know when you'd like to get started on that. And then if anybody else wants to join us, stitching and reading the Bronte books, the Bronte series, do let me know, and maybe we can have that as another little stitch along. But for now, it's just gonna sit in its little bag and wait until it's ready to come out again. So that was number 6, I think. I probably will lose count, so bear with me. Now here's my other Bothy threads, and this is, what's it called? Let me see. Bubbly, this is called, and this is a Beryl Cook. Now I adore Beryl Cook. I think her artwork is fantastic, so I picked this one up because I thought, this is me and my friends when we get in the hot tub with our Prosecco and we have a great time. So I thought this would be a really great one to do, to maybe put up on my bedroom wall eventually, or if we can waterproof it, maybe in the bathroom or outside the bathroom. I just love it. So I started this one probably in the new year, I think. I'm sure I only started it this year, maybe it was last year, and I haven't got very far in it. Now, I did pull this out to do it on the Marnie's Mixed Bag I Dare You Sal, but when I picked it out to start again, I've gone a little bit wrong with some of the counting, which means I've got to really sit down and fathom out where I have gone wrong. So I'll be honest, I'll hold my hands up and say I haven't really been getting on with that Sal, just because I've not had the energy to figure out where my mistakes are. So this is where I am so far with this. So I've got her, I call it a croissant head because her hair looks like a croissant, and I've got the bubbly and a bit of the glass, and that's about it. So I think what I might do is, instead of carrying on her because she's a bit wrong, maybe go from this side and work on something new and try and bulk out something that hasn't gone wrong, and then just work on her from there, really. So I'll put her away, and yeah, she's another one. Because I love that design. It's going to be great when it's done. I think it's absolutely wonderful. But yeah, I've just not got round to carrying on with it. So that's number 7. I never need to buy a chart again. Said no cross stitcher ever. Right, number 8. So this is a lie for this one, isn't it? Have I got a picture of the whole thing? Maybe not actually on this one. Okay. Yes, I do. So, good old pandemic, long dog samplers. Bought it in 2020, started it in 2020, put it down for ages because I was just getting on with so many other things. I discovered Mirabilia, I discovered too many other exciting things. However, this has now nicely become my travel piece, and I quite like if I'm going away for like a more lengthy amount of time, I like to take this with me. So this is where I'm up to. I'm actually stitching this in hand because I thought it'd be a really nice, because the idea of a sampler is like quite an old-fashioned thing, I suppose. I thought it'd be a really nice idea to stitch it in hand. So this is where I'm up to, and I have made a fair bit of progress. And what I'm doing with the colours is I'm keeping all the spare bits from all my old projects, but I'm also picking up new, well, not new, but picking up threads whenever I go to charity shops and things, like unmarked ones. And lovely Natalie from Lovely Live It Make It Yours gave me this massive bag of these really, really nice vibrant colours, so I'm using those. And when I went away to Slovenia in the half term, I can't see the bag, oh there it is, I found a little needle workshop there in Slovenia, and I bought, I'm pulling them out, I bought some threads from there as well. So part of this is done in threads from my travels as well, which I think is a really nice way to do it. It's making it build and grow, and my aim, I hope to get to the end of page 1, because I am getting quite close to the end of page 1, and then that'll feel like a really nice achievement when I've completed at least 1 page on it. So I think, was that number 8? Should I do a quick count and see? The problem with these bags is the zip's absolutely rubbish. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to go for number 8 with that one. And then what else have I got in here? Okay. So this is another one that I've got no excuse for. This is really lovely. This is Banyan Cat by Owl Forest Embroidery, and that is what it looks like when it's done. Now, I don't show this a lot because it is a gift for somebody, and that somebody might actually discover the channel, so I haven't really been showing it. The powerful magnet. And the reason I've not done any more on this one, again, is because they are the most magnetic scissors I've ever come across in my life. The reason I've not progressed on this one is because I've gone a bit wrong again, and I need to unpick some of it and fix it all up. But look how lovely it is as well. I'm a fool really for not cracking on with this, because it's a really, really nice one to do. The patterns are so lovely and repetitive, and the colours just come out so nicely, and I've actually made decent progress. I think it's, where did I go wrong? I went wrong on here, and I think I need to make the tail a bit wider somewhere, but I just know that if I unpick a few threads, it's just going to unravel a lot of it, which means that I've got to stitch it all back up and attach it all back up. So it's just a bit of a kerfuffle really to get that done, but I should, because it's such a shame that it's just sitting there when really it could be finished by now, because it's not a huge project. It's like a medium size compared to like Pandemic and the Hates. That's like a medium sized project, so really that needs to be done. And that was number 10, I think. Number 11, I don't even, oh, I know what this is. Ooh, oh, this is my other new start. So this is from the Cross Stitch from the Heart book, and I have chosen to stitch this really lovely inclusive piece in here. It's not got a name, I don't think, but it's very oh, it's just lovely. It's got a lot of pride things on it. It's got a lot of lovely rainbows and music and just good vibes and positive things. And my plan is to stitch it, to put it up in my school library, to show the students at my school that we are an inclusive and safe space. And I just think it's such a funky, fun design as well. So I started this about 3 weeks ago when I was up in Shropshire, and I've made an alright bit of progress on this actually. Let's see, so that's what I've done so far, and I love this because it's nice and blocky, and you can do bits at a time. You can stitch around outlines and then do filling in bits, so it's quite a nice one to take away with me because there's a lot of lovely things to stitch on it, and the colours are amazing. I absolutely love this colour chart. I mean, I've got them all in a bag like this, so it doesn't really show a good floss toss, but they are absolutely amazing when you put them all out together. So that's one that I'm inspired on working on actually, so that is probably going to stay out and get quite a few more stitches in this week, because I would quite like to get it done for the school library at some point this year. So that was 11, I think, which means now I'll let you into a secret. I think I've got a few outstanding Mill Hill kits sort of sitting in the back of backpacks and things that aren't in my whip bag. So technically, whatever number I come up with now, maybe add 3 or 4 onto that, and that's my official whip list. Now, what's this? I have no idea what this is. Let me see. Oh, yes, I do know what it is. This is... Oh, I don't want to take it out of the hoop, though. So this is Nutcracker Village by Country Cottage Needleworks. Now, I have completed this one. It's all set up, so I honestly don't want to take it out from where it is, because I'm ready to do the next one on it. So I've done the middle bit, which was the Nutcracker Village block, and I've also completed, which I'll show you, the tea shop. So I've got 2 of them done. So I've still got, how many is there on this? I think there's about 11 to do on this one. So I've got 2 out of the 11 done, and it's a really nice one to do. So again, it just sits here, and I should really, really pull it out and work on it. So that is the plan. And then, I think this is my final whip. So if that was 12, this is number 13. So I've technically got 13 whips. Don't worry, I don't see 13 as an unlucky number. 13 is fine with me. There's worse numbers than that. So yeah, this is my last whip. Apart from, I think, maybe 2 Mill Hill kits, which are sort of lingering somewhere, but they'll get finished in no time. And with the Mill Hills, it's always the beading. I do all the stitching, and then because I like to bead at home on the table, which is usually a weekend jobby, they usually end up waiting for months, and then I go through like big beading frenzies and get them all done. So my final one, of course, is let me just pull the chart off, is my Mirabilia October Fairy, and there she is in all her glory. And I'm really pleased with the progress I've made on her actually, apart from the fact she does look a bit rude at the moment. She's creating a bit of a shape that maybe needs to be changed a little bit soon. I love working on her. I'm working on her in like blocks of 10 in like Haid blocks. I've worked down here and now I'm working back up her again, and I love using all the sparkly threads on her, and yeah, she's a bit overwhelming at first, but once you get into the groove of working on her, then she's lovely. She comes up really, really nicely. So that is all the whips that I have got. That was a very short whip parade, 13 whips. I mean, that doesn't include my knitting or my multiple patchwork projects that aren't going very far and things like that. But yeah, this is solely a cross stitch FlossTube whip parade. So yeah, that is where I'm up to with all my whips. Looking at them now, I just think, oh, I do wish I'd made some more progress on some of these, because some of them I'd really like to get them done so I can get them framed, gifted, put up on my wall, etc. So I think what I'm going to do when I finish this video is download, what's it called? That choice wheel. Is it Tiny Decisions or something like that? Download that wheel and put them all on it. But what I used to do before was just pick one a day to work on. And I'm not sure if that's the right thing for me. So maybe what I'm going to do now is spin the wheel 3 times and choose 3 whips for the week. Keep 3 whips in my living room where I do all my stitching. Keep the other ones in the back room so they can't distract me. And then I've got a choice of 3 for that week to work on. And then at the end of the week, if there's one that I'm like motivated on, maybe just to choose 2 other ones, or just put all 3 of them away and get 3 more out. So I think, yeah, I need a bit of a rotation because I don't really want 13 projects. I'd quite like to have 2 Haids, a mirror, a Nora. I'd like to get started on my proper chatelaine, and then like maybe 3 or 4 medium-sized projects to work on. But at the moment, I just think this is a bit much. I know people have loads of whips, it's absolutely fine. But for me, because I have other things I want to get on with, like my journaling, painting, all the other crafts that I do, then yeah, I think for me it'd be quite nice to actually make some progress on some of these. So after this video, I'm going to download Tiny Decisions and then start getting motivated, and maybe use my Instagram account to be accountable for all the different whips I've got and the progress that I make on them as well. So I hope you enjoyed seeing my whip parade. So just before I do leave, let me just apologise for not having a video out for quite some time. This is because of multiple things. Like, I did one about 2 months ago. Then about a month later, I was ready to do a new one. Then I got struck down with the big rotten stinking COVID. So that made me quite ill. So I didn't want to do anything for those few weeks. And then I started going away because it was the 6-week holidays. So I can do a video, it's the 6-week holidays. The first week of the holidays I was still ill. And then I went away up to Shropshire for a week, which was really lovely. Then I went up to Manchester to see my family, had a trip to the zoo with Stitchy Gem. Then I came back here for like a day, and then I went off to Sheringham in Norfolk for a weekend. And then I came back from there, had about 3 days at home. And last week I went to the Festival of Quilts, which I've made a video of, so do check that video out as well. And then I'm here now, and then I'm off to Folkestone this weekend, and then I'm back in school next week, and that's my holidays gone. So here's me thinking I'm going to do a load of videos and updates, and I've ended up being so busy I've not had time to fit it in. So I do apologise. I hope now to have a bit more of a present. I always say this, to be a bit more present, but also I am contemplating different things on my channel as well, because alongside the FlossTube and the cross stitching that I do have other crafts that I get on with as well. So I am contemplating doing some videos in different crafts as well, and doing different updates alongside the FlossTube, just to, I don't know, give it a different dimension. I mean, I know I could stick it on the end of this, but that maybe if I did other videos, other people might come and see me as well. I've put a lot of work into this channel over the last couple of years, and even though there's been a couple of periods where I've dipped in and out a bit because I was doing a master's last year, and because this year I've like been a bit ill and had things, and just not a chance to do it, I would like to get to 1,000 followers. I would actually, because a lot of other people have, and I feel like I deserve that as well. I feel that it'd be really nice to get more people to watch me, and then I could start getting some of those benefits as well, because I do work quite hard on this channel, and I have done over the last couple of years. So yeah, I am now contemplating different directions that it can go and different things I can do on this channel. So there will still be FlossTube updates, but there might be other things sprinkled in between as well. If it's what you enjoy, please watch it. If it doesn't do it for you, that's absolutely fine. I know a couple of people have spoke to me and told me that they don't like it when I don't show cross stitch, and it was really boring looking at my paintings, but that's fine. If it's boring, it's boring. You know, I can't say that I sit through everybody else's YouTubes and think that everything is wonderful, but I appreciate different people's tastes, so it's fine. But yeah, I would really like to try new things. So if you've got any ideas, do, you know, DM me, tell me what you think you'd like to see on here. And I've ended up doing another 30-minute video. I keep thinking I'll do really short ones, but then I talk, and then this is what happens. I end up with a pile of whips and a 30-minute video. So thank you for watching. I will try and input pictures in where I can. And I will let you know on my Instagram what my 3 whips will be this week. So have a great week. Keep smiling, keep stitching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't before. Please spread the word about these videos, and I shall see you again soon. Have a really, really wonderful bank holiday weekend in the UK, whatever you're up to. Let's hope this sun keeps shining, even though it's a little bit dull today, and I will see you soon. Have a good one. Bye.